You need to make sure that you make an effort with your community. It's not easy. Serve them, help them. And if you're a part of it, let's not always look at what is this community doing for me, but rather what can I do for the community. When we look at it that way, everyone will look at it that way and make life meaningful for you and your family. So let's look out. This is the reason why visiting the sick is a great act of worship. Remember, visiting the sick, it doesn't necessarily mean you need to physically go there anymore, because nowadays we have technology that would allow us to visit the sick via a phone call, perhaps via a video call, perhaps via a message. Yes, where applicable, you go and visit in person and you will get a multiplied reward. Sometimes it's not applicable. By your visit, you might just be making life so difficult for them if they're in need of rest and if they're in need of a peace. And perhaps if they don't want to see you at that time. So it doesn't mean because the hadith says visit, let's all go 10 guys and we will visit the sick person. You make them more sick. They will become ill. They might die as a result of the anxiety and the stress. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us wisdom. So remember, the hadith tells you visiting. Yes, ultimately it's a physical visit, but you can visit in other ways that perhaps may be more appropriate for the situation that that person is in. Why did Allah give so much of importance to the visit? It's community development. You want these people to know you're not alone. We're all with you. We're praying for you. We care for you. And if there is anything you need, guess what? We're going to try our best to reach out to you and to help you with it. In that way, you take care of the widows, the orphans, the destitute, perhaps the poor, those who don't have, those who've lost their jobs, those who are sick and ill, like we said, the elderly, those who have disabilities. All of these are taken care of by the community. That is Islam. That is the way the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us, and that is how you earn your paradise. So let's learn to be positive members of the community. It's not easy. It's a sacrifice. And at times, we need to work very hard to develop people and ourselves in order to enjoy a beautiful community where we care for each other, but at the same time, we know the limits and the line. You know, when we came onto this earth, what did we have? We had nothing. Our parents gave us a little bit, and we grew up being filled with whatever our parents filled us with. What this means is the Quran, the Hadith, explain to us how man was created. And at the same time, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, says that everyone is born upon fitrah. Fitrah meaning they're born upon the nature, upon the clean nature of humankind, a brain that is completely ready to receive whatever comes to it. So over time, you will find that parents and those around a child fill the brain and the system of the child in a way that it begins to consider normal whatever it is taught or accustomed to. And this is the reason why different parts of the world consider different things normal. Sometimes we would consider something normal that is absolutely abnormal and unacceptable in the eyes of others, and vice versa. So this is why it is so important to ensure that we continue going back to revelation